Children, why are you playing? Don't you know I'm filming? What's up, rebels? My name is Leo, and I am one half of Leo and Willie. We are engaged. We are queer.
Yes!
And today I am going to be revisiting a video that I did back in January of 2024. Wow, I can't believe it's already been over a year since I made that video. That's crazy. But anyways, I made a video back in January of 2024 where I went through my Gender Euphoria Spotify playlist. Now, if you didn't see that video, you may be wondering to yourself, Leo, what is a gender affirming playlist? I will tell you, friend. My gender affirming playlist is just a playlist of songs that I really connect to. They give me gender euphoria. They connect to my experience. I feel connected to them. I feel like it speaks to my experience as a trans person or just my journey with my gender identity. You know, I've always had a huge love for music, and I think that the thing that really makes me connect with it is that you can really just hone into your own experiences, your own emotions, your own perspectives when you hear a song, and it can mean a different thing to every person who listens to it in one room. So while some of these songs may not be explicitly about transness or by trans artists or about trans experiences, they do connect to me and I just feel euphoria from them. Today, we are going to be revisiting that gender playlist and seeing if there's anything new that I've added onto it recently, see what kind of things are in my throwbacks of that playlist, and just have a little chat about the music. Side note, you guys, I love music, if you couldn't tell, and I have so many playlists, like it's actually a problem. If you guys are interested, if you like to talk about music, if you like these sorts of videos, and you want to hear me talk about more of the music I listen to, I've been thinking of maybe doing something about my, recently played or my on repeats and things like that, just to show you guys a little behind the scenes of what I am currently listening to. If that is something that you are interested in, if that sounds like it'd be fun to watch, then let me know in the comments and I might make that video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Gay agenda, gay agenda, gay agenda, gay agenda, gay agenda, gay agenda, gay agenda. Also, I know that in my first video with doing this, I made my songs fit into different categories. Honestly, you guys, you will come to learn that this playlist is extremely weird and extremely all over the place. Doesn't make any sort of cohesive sense when you look at it on paper. So for this video, I really could not come up with decent categories that even made any kind of sense for these songs. So rather than putting these songs into certain categories and trying to group them together in ways that just don't really make sense, I'm just gonna skip the categories and I'm gonna let you know why each song is on this playlist. And yes, I will be making a public version of this playlist so that you guys can listen along if you would like. It's going to be down in the description below. All right, first up on our list is It Will Come Back by Hozier. Hozier, I really don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. This song gives me so much euphoria to sing along to. I don't know, it's just like the grimy, grungy, country kind of vibe just give me like, they just hit me in the gender, And no, I will not be explaining that sentence any further. No questions, please. Also, I've got a real soft spot for the strings for some reason. Now, I don't know if this is because I played in orchestra when I was in school or what it is, but the strings just be hitting. I'm sorry. Our second track of the day is They/Them by Atlas and jhfly. This song gives me like spoken word poetry meets song kind of vibes, meets rap. I really enjoy the style of the song itself. Now, in the song, the singer is speaking or singing directly to the people who question or confront their own gender nonconformity. The song is really empowering to me. It really just reminds me to be unapologetic in my authenticity and in being my true self. Being trans, you inevitably do come across people who don't really understand or who don't agree, which is worse, and there's a lot of feelings that come from that. There's a lot of emotions that go into that, and it can leave a lasting impression on you. So this song to me is sort of like a reminder that even though there may be people who don't get it, that doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because I know who I am, just as you know who you are. And no matter what, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna keep being myself. Track number 3 is Watch Me While I Bloom by Hayley Williams. Oh my gosh, I love this song. I love this album, to be honest. The entire Petals for Armor album holds such a very, very, very special place in my heart, and it always will. I could honestly do an entire full deep dive analysis of every song on this entire album because I love it, and I think that the artistry and the lyricism and the symbolism, everything about it is just mwah, perfection. Hayley Williams, you are a goddess. I love you. Mwah. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed, and I will be obsessed forever. Sorry, not sorry. But talking about this song in particular, Watch Me While I Bloom, I feel like every time I listen to the song, it just like awakens something inside of me. I can't really explain it, but it just like brightens up the shadowy parts inside me. I can't explain it, but it's just like audible sunshine. And it speaks a lot to this sort of theme of like rebirth and regenerating and just coming into yourself in a new way. And that really resonates with my experience, but in a lot of ways. The title and lyrics, Watch Me While I Bloom, is essentially Hayley saying, watch me as I evolve. Watch me as I bloom into this evolved version of myself, this bettered version of myself, this more grown or more in tune or just evolved version of who I am. And it is me becoming a version of myself that's more true to who I am. And if you know me and you've heard me talk about my experience and my journey with my gender identity, I think that that is sort of like an overarching theme that I talk about. Just the idea of really knowing that I haven't changed as a person. I've evolved into who I am in a way that I just didn't know before, or I didn't have the tools to understand. And it's just with experience, with life, and with growing that I've come to see myself bloom, and the people around me have watched me while I've bloomed as well. Also, I want to point out that this song and this album came out in May 2020, which was a really, really important time in my life. There was the lockdown going on. I was just starting to really delve into this idea of gender identity, sexuality in a new way that I hadn't really come to understand yet. This was still pre-egg, just so we all know. But it was something that really, really resonated for me and really hit me in that specific journey that I was on already without even really realizing it at the time. Track number 4 is The Void by Andy Black. Now, you may know him as Andy Biersack of Black Veil Brides. This song is from his solo project, which he published under the name Andy Black. So that's what I'm going to reference. Now, this song, I feel, connects in my journey in a very metaphorical way. I'm going to explain the metaphor, but I'm going to ask you guys to kind of just go on this journey with me, because this isn't the meaning of the song itself as it was written. It's just a interpretation of the song that I think it just explains how I resonate with it in my own personal way. All right, so this song reminds me of like our trans elders and the people who have paved the way for us in our community and in our community's history. And it also reminds me of our continued fights and our, resilience and our continuation of really pushing for rights and freedoms despite challenges and despite hardship and despite loss. The lyrics of the chorus just really ring true to me in this theme. Through the void, I'll march on and on without you, and I'll keep singing outside until tomorrow. Now, these lyrics specifically are really what hits me with the themes of speaking about our trans elders and those who paved the way before us. It's a testament to our resilience, our strength, and our ability to continue on and not lose faith, and not lose hope, and not lose persistence. Next up is Just a Girl by No Doubt. Now, hold up before the transphobes go into the comments and say, oh my gosh, you're calling yourself a girl. It's confirmed. No, that's not what's happening here. No, I am not misgendering myself with this song, okay? Calm down. This is a song that I have known for a very long time, and so the reason why it resonates with me still today is because of my overall lived experiences. Ever since I was a young kid, a young girl, when I first heard this song, I really resonated with a lot of the messages that are in it and the main overarching theme of the song. While I am not a girl, like I said, I have a lived experience that ties me to that existence and that experience of living in a world that connects a lot of your assigned gender as your worth and also your ability to have body autonomy. There's many points throughout my life when I feel like my ability to express myself, to know myself, to be myself, and advocate for myself has been overshadowed by the expectations and misogynistic limits that are pushed onto women and girls and AFAB people. So yeah, while I am not just a girl, I am someone who definitely understands a lot of the nuances that are in this song, and it really resonates with my experience. Track number 6 is Body by Mother Mother. So this song is really comforting to me when I'm feeling a particularly really heavy amount of gender dysphoria. Honestly, being a trans person, being someone who has a body type that comes with a lot of dysphoria included, I don't know when I ordered this bundle package, but it can be really exhausting, and it can be tiring, and it can be draining, and other synonyms for just really hard. And sometimes you just have to yell/sing about it and just let your feelings out, and this song is a song that allows me to do that. Also, on a musical note, I really love listening to the song. The type of music that I'm into, I really like this song's sound. I feel like the instrumental and the vocals are just so good and really like interesting. There is also strings in it, which, as we know, I'm obsessed with, so that's another.
What?
All right, y'all, the time has come. We have officially made it to the final song! The final track that we will be talking about today is Dream On by Aerosmith. You know, one thing that I really love about rock music as a genre, and something that I love about certain eras within rock history, such as the 70s and 80s, in both lyrics and in fashion, there was a challenging of gender stereotypes and expectations that was displayed by many different rock artists. This was particular for men in rock music. Many male rock stars throughout history have been known for their long hair, eyeliner, or full-on glam makeup, flowy fabrics, or form-fitting trousers, each of them challenging the gendered expectations put onto them as cis men. Steven Tyler is an artist who really first pops into my head when I think about this topic. His long hair, flowy scarves, big lips, and high vocals. There are many things about Steven Tyler that could be labeled as effeminate. I always got gender envy from Steven Tyler when I was younger, and still today, honestly. And I think the reason for that is this subversion of the gender binary and gendered fashion roles and stereotypes. That's one of the main reasons why I really love rock music as a whole, is I think it really just connects with me in that way, and I connect with it in that way of saying, like, you know, rock music is all about challenging norms and challenging stereotypes and challenging the status quo a lot of the time. And I think being trans, being non-binary and trans is something that really has a lot of that at the forefront of that experience. My identity is a defiant thing. My existence is defiance. My bravery in being outwardly myself, being out and proud, is something that is, you know, challenging those expectations, right? And rock music, punk music, a lot of those genres and subgenres include a lot of themes that have so much to do with challenging what is expected. So I think that's why you will find a lot of rock music in these playlists, and if I do more of these, if you guys like this, I'll continue doing them, and you will likely see many more rock songs from a lot of different ages and different musicians, but probably a lot from the 70s and 80s eras, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I think music is just such a unique art form, and lyricism, poetry, and, you know, melodies and all of this sort of thing that like creates so much emotion and so much conviction of like just things that like you don't think you can put into words, and it's hard to put them into words, and so you put them into sound, and it's just something that like I think is unlike anything else in this world. So that's why there's a lot of music that really speaks to me and that I really resonate with a lot of things throughout my life. And being trans is one of those things. All right, you guys, that is all that I have for y'all today. If you like this, please do let me know. I know it's been a long time since I did the first video where I talked about this playlist, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this little update on it. I'm going to link down in the description a playlist that I've made for the Rebels that has the tracks from the first video and this video. So if you want to check out any of the tracks from this video or from the video I did before, you can do that at the link below. Also, I love having conversations about weird things about gender and transition and human experience and art and all those types of things. If you guys like to do that as well, we have a Discord that you should totally join. Willie and I are both on it. We are active when we can be, and there are so many of the Rebels on there. You guys are so amazing. We have channels to do with music, art, so many different creative avenues. There's so many talented people in there. You guys are amazing, by the way. There's also channels where we talk specifically about trans things, channels where you can ask questions. There's channels where you can rant and vent about stuff. You can do whatever you like. There is always a space for you there. So if you are interested and you've not joined our Discord yet, please go and check it out. The link is in the description below. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. If you haven't already, the button is down there, just right there. Go click it. Go click it now. Do it. Yay! All right, you guys, remember to drink water, eat carrots, and Willie will see you in the next one. Mwah. Goodbye.